Balaam was a prophet of the Old Testament. Balaam was called by Balak. Balak was a king of Moab. They're Moabites. He was the king of Moab. Balak looked at the Israelite people, and seeing what these Israelites went through and their God, what he did for them and for the people around them, he got frightened. He said, if the Israelite nation were able to overcome Pharaoh, the most powerful king in the world, they smashed him, they killed him, they destroyed him, then who am I compared to Pharaoh, the most powerful king? The Israelite, when they reach my country, they will swallow me alive, because their God is the most powerful God. So what do? I need to work smart with this Israelite nation. I can't fight against them. Their God will win definitely. So what do? I'm gonna call the prophet of their God. The prophet was Balaam. He was the prophet of the God of Israel. He said, I'm gonna call him. Since he's a prophet, God talks to him and God reveals things to him. He can come and curse this Israelite nation, the people of God. So he called Balaam to him. Balaam was sitting on this donkey and going through this alley. The donkey started veering off the road. Balaam started hitting the donkey. The donkey started speaking like a human being. Said, why did you hit me? Said, why are you walking crooked? Walk straight. The donkey said, if I did not go sideways, there was an angel holding a sword in his hand, he would have chopped your head. I saved your life. I veered off the road. And then Balaam's eyes were opened by God, and he saw an angel with a sword about to cut his head. Why? Because he was going to make a treaty with the enemy of God. The weakness of Balaam was greed. His weakness was money. But he was a prophet. We all have our weaknesses, even if we are prophets. No one is perfect except Jesus Christ. So he went to Balak, and then Balak, the king, said, I want you to curse the Israelite nation. He said, King, I can't do that. He said, what do you mean? He said, I cannot curse a nation that is being blessed by God. I can't go against God. God has blessed them. I cannot curse them. He said, I'll teach you what to do. The Israelite people, they will curse themselves by themselves, and God, they will make God angry, and he will strike them all. He said, what is it? He said, bring the most beautiful girls you have from your country, the most beautiful girls, and make them dress beautifully and release them into the Israelite nation. They're gonna look at these beautiful girls and they're gonna do something wrong with them. And then God is gonna look at the people of his own committing sexual immorality. He's gonna get angry and God will strike them. Therefore, they've cursed themselves by themselves. He teaches Balak what to do to make people fall into sin. He played with fire. He copied badly. You made people fall into sin for money. That's what happens when the church becomes worldly. That's what happens when the church becomes worldly. So when the church puts her throne where the throne of Satan is, meaning when the church becomes worldly, begins to deal with the world, who is the controller of the world? Satan. Satan will come and destroy the church of the Lord. If you play with fire, you'll only get burned. So don't be shocked when you get burned, because you chose to play with fire. That's what you're gonna get. You take drugs, you'll kill yourself. You gamble, destroy your future. You drink, you will destroy your health, your life. You are the temple of God. It's a copyright. You cannot destroy something that God has made.